Hello everyone, my name is Marah, and today's case is about Kelly Hollan, who was 6 years old when he went missing from Hindman, Kentucky in February of 1982. And just a quick reminder before I get started, that I always try to do the best research and get the most accurate information I can for every single case that I cover. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's case. Kelly Jr. Hollan was born on November 17th of 1975. He was born with a cleft palate and has a speech impediment as a result. He can't pronounce certain words very clearly. Kelly's mom's name is Judy Moore, and after his parents got divorced, he was living with Judy and her boyfriend in a house that they were renting. Kelly also has an older brother and an older sister who are his half-siblings. My understanding is that Judy lost custody of them, so they were living with their grandmother in Jackson, Kentucky. It's also said that Judy had epilepsy and she had a hard time taking care of them. It was also said that Judy and her boyfriend had some substance abuse issues, which to me seems kind of concerning that they would leave Kelly in her care if she was not able to take care of the older siblings. Why would they leave him with her? But anyways, that's just one part of the story that really doesn't make any sense to me. But in 1982, Kelly was in kindergarten. And on February 13th of 1982, Kentucky had a snowstorm, so school was canceled for the day, and Kelly stayed home with his mom, Judy, at their home that was located on Larks Lane in Pine Tree Hollow, that is in Knotts County, Kentucky. This is located about 5 miles outside the town of Hindman, Kentucky. According to Judy, Kelly ate breakfast, and then around 11 a.m., the 6-year-old went out to play in a blue hooded windbreaker jacket with the zipper torn at the top, which is another thing that doesn't make sense to me. If it's cold and there's a snowstorm, why are you going to send your 6-year-old out in the first place, but let alone to go out by themselves with just a windbreaker on? But she told Kelly not to leave the yard. Judy then says the last time that she checked on him was 4 p.m. She says she's seen him outside at this point because she was going to the neighbors to use their phone because they did not have one in their home. But when she returned home from making this phone call, she said that Kelly was not out in the yard. But she was not concerned because she assumed that he had walked over to a friend's house to watch TV because they did not own a TV. So Judy said she went back inside and cooked dinner, and it was done around 6 p.m. At this point, she's still not sure where Kelly is, but she goes ahead and has dinner without him. After Judy ate, this is when she made her way over to Kelly's friend's house to pick him up. But when she arrives there to pick him up, his friend's family says that Kelly has not been there at all that day. This is when Judy realized that Kelly was missing, so she went to her boyfriend's grandma's house and asked her if she could use her phone to call the police. But they told her that she was not allowed to use the phone to call the police until midnight. Some of Judy's family members did begin searching for Kelly, though, at this point. Because of the snowstorm, it said that the police did not begin their search until dawn the next morning. When the authorities began their investigation, they assumed that Kelly had wandered off. There were several abandoned mines in the area, and they were worried that maybe he had wandered into one of them and that maybe he had froze. Judy was questioned by authorities, but she said she had nothing to do with Kelly's disappearance. Police even dug up Judy's concrete porch to see if his body was under there, but they did not find anything. When Judy was questioned, she told authorities that she believes that maybe Kelly's dad had came and got him, or that maybe he knew who had taken Kelly, and his father has since passed away. There was a grand jury investigation, and Judy from the beginning was a suspect. However, she was never charged with anything, and even her own sister reported at one point that Judy had killed Kelly and that she had helped bury the body. But Judy said that this was not true and that she hasn't spoken to her sister since. And to this day, Judy has never been officially ruled out as a suspect. And authorities do believe that somebody in that local area was involved in Kelly's disappearance. It was also mentioned that many of their neighbors in 1982 had criminal histories. But after a long search, no sign of Kelly was found. And he has never been seen again. His case is now classified as a possible abduction, and after his disappearance, there were tips that placed him in Florida. But his case remains unsolved. What do you think happened to Kelly Hollan? Do you think his mom is responsible, or maybe his dad, or maybe one of their neighbors? And I understand that it was a different time, that parents were much more just, okay, go outside and play and we'll check in on you, or you'll come in for dinner. But I just can't get over the fact that it was cold outside, he was only in a windbreaker, he's only 6 years old. So that kind of makes me feel like Judy did maybe have something to do with his disappearance. I have honestly seen so many different theories online, but I'd like to hear what you think. And if you know what happened to Kelly Hollan, please speak up. But let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you'll comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Kelly Hollan was 6 years old when he went missing on February 12th of 1982. This photo is an age progression of what he may have looked like at 45 years old. He was last seen playing in the front yard of his house. Kelly has a scar on his left side face and between his nose and upper lip. He also has a speech impediment.